Welcome to our top 5 combat games on the MetaQuest platforms. Links below in the description for any items you want to purchase. Strap on your headsets and let's dive in.
5. Battle Talent. Developed by CY Dream, this sword fighting game set in a medieval fantasy world is now a fully released title listed at a very attractive price of $20. What sets Battle Talent apart is its physics-based combat system, which delivers incredibly satisfying swordplay and melee interactions. Every strike, parry and spell feels responsive, giving players a genuine sense of weight and impact. You'll face off against over 80 different enemy variations, each with unique movesets, making every battle a test of skill and strategy. Customization is at the heart of Battle Talent. The game features a wide range of weapons from swords and axes to bows and magic spells. With over 100 weapons and 60 perks, you can tailor your fighting style to suit your preferences. A major highlight of the game is its modding support. Players can access over 2,000 user-created mods, which adds new weapons, spells, enemies and even custom maps, helping the game enter a stage where it never feels stale. An exciting, fairly recent update for Quest 3 users is the introduction of mixed reality mode, allowing you to fight enemies right from your living room. With multiplayer support for up to 4 players and built-in voice chat, you and your friend can team up for dungeon crawls or go head-to-head in feisty duels. Battle Talent's procedural dungeon generation also ensures that no two playthroughs are the same, making each adventure feel unique.
Number 4.
Gorn is an incredibly fun and hilariously absurd VR gladiator simulator where you battle waves of enemies in a cartoonish arena. The game's standout feature is its physics-based combat, allowing for highly creative ways to dispatch foes. You can wield a variety of weapons: swords, maces, hammers, bows, and even use your fists, each with its own unique feel, thanks to the game's exaggerated ragdoll physics. The graphics are simplistic and stylized, which fits the over-the-top nature of the game. While this isn't a visual showcase, the bright and colourful art design works well in the context of the gameplay. What sets Gorn apart is its playful tone. Despite the over-the-top violence, the game never takes itself seriously, embracing a comedic approach with clumsy ragdoll enemies and over-exaggerated damage. It's chaotic but light-hearted. The game shines in short bursts, as extended play sessions can become repetitive due to a lack of deeper progression. However, the sandbox nature and sheer fun of the combat make it an excellent title for VR. It's a great choice if you're looking for a fun and over-the-top brawler.
Number 3.
Bone Lab, a sequel to the 2019 VR hit Boneworks. This game lets imaginations run wild. Often confused with the content of Bone Lab by newer players, it features a full 4 to 5 hour long campaign, 6 different playgrounds consisting of sandboxes, challenge modes, experimental games, as well as full modding support. You want to play as Spider-Man in VR, web swinging around a bridge smacking the shit out of NPCs? You can, with these endless possibilities from creator mode in the mod door. Factoring incredible physics-based interactions, Bone Lab takes our 3rd spot.
Number 2.
Batman Arkham Shadow for the MetaQuest 3 and 3S has quickly emerged as one of 2024's most talked about VR titles. Developed by Camouflage, the game provides a highly immersive Batman experience that captures the essence of the Arkham series with its signature blend of combat, detective work, and gadgetry. The combat is particularly noteworthy, offering intense, physically engaging, hand-to-hand battles that will leave players sweating. Staying faithful to the original Arkham series, the fluid, rhythmic combat system is as thrilling in VR as it was on consoles, making each punch and counter feel impactful and satisfying. Where some VR fans may feel like the combat is overly scripted and prefer more freedom, the combat is still very much a shining feature within the game, coupling up with the fluid movement system expertly. In addition to combat, Arkham Shadow introduces puzzle solving and exploration through its detective mode, encouraging players to uncover hidden secrets throughout Gotham. The game also makes the most of the Quest 3's hardware, delivering top-notch visuals and atmospheric sound design that fully immerses you in Batman's world. The graphics, in fact, are some of the best seen on a MetaQuest game to date. Familiar foes like Two-Face and Scarecrow, voiced by Elijah Wood, make memorable appearances, adding authenticity to the Gotham experience. With a roughly 10-hour campaign, Arkham Shadow offers a rich, compelling experience that is a must-play for fans of VR gaming. Before we get to number 1, make sure to like, comment what your number 1 would be, and subscribe for more VR content. And here are some honourable mentions.
Assassin's Creed Nexus.
Dragon Fist VR Kung Fu.
Thrill of the Fight.
Undead Citadel.
Number 1.
Blade and Sorcery Nomad is a sandbox combat experience where physics and realism are at the forefront, allowing players to fully interact with weapons, magic, and their environment in dynamic ways. You can block, parry, stab, and throw enemies using a variety of medieval weapons, from swords and axes to bows and shields. There's also a range of spells like fireballs and telekinesis, adding depth to the combat options. The highlight of Nomad is its physics engine. Every swing, block, or grab feels intuitive and realistic. It's all about precision and tactics. You'll need to position your strikes carefully, block incoming attacks with timing, and make use of the environment, all during battling the intelligent AI. The upcoming Crystal Hunt update will bring plenty of content to increase longevity of the game. You enter different arenas to fight waves of enemies or explore dungeons. Visually, Nomad makes compromises to fit the hardware of the MetaQuest. The graphics are significantly dialed back from the PC version. Despite this, it still manages to look good, and the trade-off is worth it for the sheer freedom of untethered gameplay. Performance is generally smooth, although you might notice occasional frame rate drops during heavy action sequences. Modding support is another huge plus, which allows the player to introduce new weapons, spells, and even custom maps, extending the game's longevity. Overall, Blade and Sorcery Nomad is a fantastic choice for players looking for deep, immersive melee combat on a standalone VR platform. The combination of realistic combat, physics-driven interactions, a plethora of great updates, and modding potential makes it a standout experience on the MetaQuest.